What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here in this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. This video is also brought to you by two things. Since we don't do any sponsorships here on the channel, I'll shill them out real quick. The first is my music, which is available anywhere you stream music under the name Aftersound, and the second is a new podcast I just launched called Chasing Infinity. Links in the description below. Check them out. Let me know what you think, and I appreciate the support. Okay, guys, let's jump into today's topic, which is actually very exciting because I am super thrilled to announce that I believe the reverse flywheel for SPS is going to get started if it has not started already. And if it has not started, well, this is the announcement that it should be starting very, very soon. So what do I mean by that? Okay, the flywheel is we burn SPS for DEC, and, over time, obviously SPS is limited to 3 billion, and, that's great because SPS goes up. The reverse flywheel is right now you can see that DEC is not quite at peg yet. And I put out a video a while back talking about this concept of the reverse flywheel, where if we get to a point where people are earning more in terms of US dollar value when it comes to SPS versus the amount that they would need to spend for extra energy, that could make things interesting, especially for the top players in the game. And we have finally hit that, at least the first threshold, which to me is very significant. So you can see here that even though Bitcoin is down on a dip right now to 94.9, it seems like alt season is starting to heat up. ETH is up 6%, BNB is up 13%, even SPS is up 10%. We're now 0.0106, right? So we're comfortably, I don't want to say comfortably, but we're above a penny because we could definitely go below. And even Hive is up. Look at that, 32 cents, which is fantastic to see, as we want Hive and the entire blockchain that we're on to thrive and really pull in more people. So let's go over here. This is what I want to share with you. So I'm going to look here at the leaderboard. Let's refresh this, and we'll go to the top person here, Lorcus. All right, so shout out to Lorcus. You can see their battles. How much SPS are they earning? Granted, we're about 1/3 of the way through the season. So 42 SPS there, 43 SPS there, 43 SPS. Pretty good, right? Let's go to Vet as well. Shout out to Vet V. See how much they're earning at the top. Let's see here. So 38 SPS, 38 SPS, 38. Pretty good. Let's do one more, because I want to get a little bit of as much of like an average as possible. And I ran the math beforehand with a certain amount, so you'll see what I'm talking about. All right, so here's Housewife for the win with 43, 43, 43, 43. So what do I want to focus on here? Let's make things easy. We'll make the numbers easy. 40. Let's just say 40 SPS, right? Just to kind of, like I said, get an average of the top couple of players here. So what we're going to do now is take a look at the price of SPS, 0.0106, and then also keep note of the DEC price, which is 83.5 or 835 Splintoshis. So what I'm going to do, let's go over to the calculator now. All right, so let's say somebody's earning 40 SPS per win. You multiply that by the 0.0106, right? And that gives you roughly 42 cents. Now, keep in mind, some other players are earning more than this, okay? They're earning more than the 40 average that I just put in. They're earning 42, 43, so that actually ticks this up probably closer to 44 or 45 cents. But again, just showing you for rough numbers here, 42, maybe 42 and a half cents that people are earning on average. Now you take a look at how much does it cost for energy, right? Which is 500 DEC. You multiply that by the current value of DEC, which is 0.000835, and you'll see that it actually costs less. 41.7 cents. So there is now a delta, which means that we're in the positive when it comes to SPS. So what is this? Let's talk about the broader implications here and how the logic works behind this. If you have a 50-50 win rate, right? That means that every time you roll the dice, you could pay 41 cents for the chance to earn 42 cents, right? But your average is still going to be down in the half range if you're a 50-50 player. But we're not talking about the 50-50 players here. We're talking about the top tier players who all have fantastic win rates, right? So you can see 151 wins out of 228. That's like a 2/3 win rate. 208 over 344. That's definitely better than 150 or 50-50. You can see 118 over 183, 103 over 154. Like these are all like 60-ish% win rates, 60-65% win rates. So what am I trying to get at here? Okay, well, this is still gambling in the sense that it's like, how well are you going to do, right? If you're going to pay the DEC, there's still a chance that you lose, right? And I'm talking about on the averages, right? There's still a chance that you lose. Now, on the whole, on the averages, if you keep going, or sorry, not, there's still a chance that you lose on the one-off. But on the averages is where this starts to get really interesting, because if they're winning more than 50% of their games, right now, well, now all of a sudden they're coming out ahead. Now, obviously, the better situation would be for us to get to like 2-cent SPS, because then it doesn't matter, right? Like every time they win one game, that covers the energy for 2 games. And if you have at least a 50% chance of winning, then in the averages, you're going to be even better, right? You're coming out ahead. Not to mention, you're earning glint, which they can then roll over into more energy, right? Which essentially gives them free shots on goal. And if they get that, right, they get more SPS, they get more glint. So this starts to really snowball, in my opinion. Now, we are just hitting that first threshold. Obviously, DEC could go back up to peg, which would push that price, right? Which would push the price of DEC and the price of energy up to 50 cents, right? Versus the 42 that people are making right now. But I'll tell you this, if DEC gets back to peg, I highly doubt SPS is still going to be where it's at. Considering where the market's going, considering that if DEC gets back to peg, we would technically be in non-reverse, like the normal flywheel situation, where the team or players will be buying SPS, and hopefully that should push us up a little bit higher. I don't know what the math on that is, but let's just out of curiosity, let's see, what would that be? How much, if you were winning 40 SPS? I can't do this math in my head, so let's see if I can figure it out on the fly here. If you were winning 40 SPS and you wanted to win 50 cents per game, what would SPS need to be, right? It would need to be 50 divided by, we'll just say 40, right? So we would, I think it's going to be 1.25. So 50 divided by 40, right? 1.25 cents. If we make it to there, 1.25 cents, then everything's at par. So we're not quite at 1.25 cents, right? We're at 1.06 cents, but we're making a move. Market or altcoins are green. This is exciting times. So just wanted to share that with you guys. Again, all of this is going to be very dynamic and flexible as we move along. Obviously, we want to get DEC as high up as possible and close to peg, and we want to get SPS up as high up as possible so that these rewards start getting insane. But this is it. This is the moment, right? I was talking about this back when we were, SPS was at half a penny, and I was saying we just needed to hit these markers, right? There's several of them. But now that we're starting to hit the first one, I do think we can get the reverse flywheel in action, which means that we start burning a lot of DEC. We start getting and burning through all this excess supply of DEC, which in turn gets DEC back up to peg, which in turn starts the normal flywheel. But that's where we're at. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. That is all I have for you guys in this video. I'll catch you all in the next one and see you around the game. Take care.